This section is about choosing your tools, and there's a few tools you either need or can help you for various reasons. The first one is a note-taking app. So as we've already discussed, we shouldn't be writing a script if you want to do the Lazy Podcaster course, because writing it takes time and editing takes time. But a note-taking app that syncs between your phone and your computer or tablet or whatever is very useful for ideation, for coming up with podcast ideas. Because I often have podcast ideas when I'm traveling, when I'm on the tram or the bus or in an airplane. If you have a note-taking app on your phone as well as on your computer, you can sync between the two, and whenever you have an idea for a podcast episode, you can write it down. Mobile or computer. There's obviously some advantages to a mobile, which are it's simpler, recording is simpler, it's smaller, you have it with you where you are. Although I wouldn't recommend recording episodes when you're in noisy places or out or walking around the street, because there'll be too much background noise. Even if you have a good mic, it's very hard to record in public without at least some background noise, and that's not going to be good for audio quality. So you should probably record at a quiet place at home most of the time, which means using a computer is an option in that situation. It's a bit more complicated, but it really depends what you prefer. We're going to be looking at the software you can use in both situations later on. iPhone or Android, if you're going to record on a phone, this is probably dictated by the type of smartphone you use already. So that decision has already been made. Although if you have a choice of both, I think the built-in software on the iPhone is a bit better. Audacity, if you're going to record on computer, this is the tool to use. If you are going to edit podcasts like you do in the traditional podcast creation process, again, Audacity may well be what you use because it's very powerful and free. But again, that's not something we have to do. But if you want to record directly into the computer, that's a good choice. And to mic or not to mic? Well, we discussed this earlier. If you really want to do it, maybe you should invest in a mic and start with one, but you don't really have to.